Anjali Parashar, and I did MSc, and then I got married. After that, right now I am homemaker. I am mother of two daughters, and just my hobby is singing and dancing. But now I am updating myself only in this language, so I am totally immersed in this.
Wow, great. So I'm Ritu Pathak Anjali and I'm calling you from Agra. What is the inspiration behind learning this language?
Okay, ma'am. Actually, inspiration is only actually I'm passionate about this language since my childhood, but I never get chance to speak with others and open up with others people. But now I thought about I went with my daughters in school, so I felt that when teachers speak very well, but I was not able to give answer to them. So I thought I should also update myself because I knew all the rules and regulation formation I knew. But problem is that is speaking. Problem was that is speaking, but not now. I can manage because I try. I try to listen and then I try to speak. So just inspiration is school teacher where get where I got influenced by the teacher only for
Oh,
learning this
that's
language.
great. So I think that your children, your daughters may be feeling proud of their moms when they see that their mama is speaking in English with the class teacher, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So do you teach your daughters or are they going to any tuition classes?
No, ma'am. I teach my both daughter. I teach to both of them. Hmm.
Okay, so that teach them. So what is the method of teaching? Basically English. I'm not worried about other subjects. So
Uh-huh.
how do you teach? Do you read them aloud or how do you teach? I mean, do you read aloud when you teach them?
No, ma'am. Actually, I don't read aloud because they are in means elder one is in seventh class and younger one she is in fifth class. So they are going in convent school. So there is no issue with them. Only issue with me that I was not able to speak. So they speak in their mind and actually I can explain grammar in good manner because whenever I was in school, I used to study. So that time, whatever I have learned, so I had listened carefully that time. So all grammar rules is in my mind. Problem only is speaking. So I worked and I don't read aloud. Only I explain something. Whatever when they feel difficulty, so only I explain and I explain grammar rules so they can able to do it easily.
Fantastic. So when you explain these grammar rules to your daughter, do you speak in English or in your native language Hindi?
Yes, ma'am. Right now I have started speaking in English, but otherwise previously I didn't start. I spoke only Hindi, means in Hindi and English both, but now I can speak in front of them and school teacher also. I can speak and I can manage.
Super, super. So, what my point is, Anjali, that whenever you teach them, basically this language or any other subject, even because you want to be a fluent speaker, so make it a point of speaking in English whenever you have an interaction with your daughters, right? Because why this is important, thinking in English, speaking in English, and speaking to your own self is okay, but you have that advantage that you are teaching to your daughters, so now you are on the profitable side, so you can take the full advantage of this situation while teaching them. Make a point to speak in English because as you told me your both daughters are doing well and they are in convent school, so that is not a problem with them nor with you. So when you speak up in English with them, that will be a win-win situation, right? Even they are at a profitable side, so you are also. You have heard those kind of problems from the beginners that we know everything, we can read, we can understand, but we can't speak. No,
Hmm.
what is the real cause? Because they want to escape themselves from indulging into the real example situation. Like what you can do easily whenever you go to a restaurant, right, on weekends or any day off, make it a point of ordering whatever you want to order in English.
Hmm.
Right? You can ask, may I have the menu card?
Hmm.
What is the specialty today? Make it a point. Take it as a part of your process. As a now we sit in a closed room and we can speak well. But when we have to face a stranger, then we start thinking in Hindi and translating it. And what happens? That we waste a lot of time in this process of thinking in Hindi and then translating in English. Does it
Hmm.
happen? It happens all the time.
Yes, it
And
happens.
yes, it happens. And what happens factually that you won't make it. That means at last you find yourself that you are speaking in Hindi because that time you give up. Okay, जैसे हिंदी में हम बोलते हैं ना छोड़ो हिंदी में ही बोल देते हैं नहीं करना है you have to speak in English you
Hmm.
always have to yes you have to come up with a strong mindset take it as a part of your practical
Hmm.
right? When you have two daughters and that is a blessing in disguise I can say so
Yes.
practice with your daughters
Hmm.
you write two, three words, two, three sentence structures on the regular basis and make it a point of using while speaking with your daughters. And you can tell them also, you see, I have found a new word today, and we all will use this word for at least 5 to 6 times in the form of a sentence. And here you go. Like I give you one live example here. I'm talking about practical. I'll give you a practical example. Yesterday, a day before yesterday, I come across a word flaky. He means unreliable. Unreliable.
Unreliable.
Yes. Now, unreliable means a person who is a bit dishonest, who can ditch you at the last moment, right? I have to go with my friend to a party, but she turned out to be a flaky person, or she turned out to be flaky. So, you see, what have I done in front of you? I have not only introduced a new word, flaky, but I am repeating. See how many times I've repeated the word in front of you, right? So now it's your turn. Make a sentence using the word flaky. Make a sentence.
Flaky. Okay. Okay, so I made my plan with my friends that we will go outside and we will spend some time, but at the last moment they deny to me, and so I feel like flaky. They are flaky.
I feel like they were flaky.
They were
You are
flaky.
not flaky. They were unreliable. Want to be in comfort zone. We don't want to come out of that comfort zone. And Anjali, you are a grown-up woman. You know much better than little children that unless and until we come out of that comfort zone, nothing can be happen. No magic can happen. So if you want to enhance in any area of life, maybe this is a language, this is a very simple example. This is just a language. It's such a skill. Anybody can speak in English with a little bit practice. But what my point is, in a nutshell, don't be afraid of making mistakes. Pick new words daily, and in this way, you will expand your vocabulary. Now,
Hmm.
once you started to expand your vocabulary, you will feel very excited to use those words on the regular basis. So, see, even if you pick one word one day, so at the end of the year, how many words you will master?
365.
365. That's a big number. So did you get me? Right? That has to be the scene. You pick one word, frame 5 sentences using the same word. Don't jump to the
Mm-hmm.
another word. And don't feel excited so much that I have written 10 words on my notebook. If you are
I'm
not using, no, most of the people they do. But if nothing is coming in your mind, you are blank even after noting 10 words on a notebook, does it make any sense? It doesn't.